Hi everybody, this is Emma.
Hi.
This is the first in a series of video blogs, also known as vlogs, on how to do cheer hair. Today we're going to do a simple high pony with a small bump, appropriate for kids on a tiny team, a mini team, or even younger kids on maybe like a junior team. So the first thing you want to do, not rip their hair, is get their hair all brushed out. Her hair is dirty. She hasn't washed it in a day or so. I find it's better to use dirty hair. It holds it in better. So the first thing you want to do once you've brushed it out is you want to take a little section in the front. Make sure it's even on both sides. Don't worry about any little baby hairs. We're going to take care of those later. This is what's eventually going to be our bump. So what I do is I rubber band it off. And then I put the rest of the hair in the ponytail. Most videos tell you to do the ponytail last. I find doing the ponytail first. It just gets the hair out of the way. Lots of hairspray. Cheaper you can find it, the better it usually works, in my opinion, but to each their own. Okay, look up. Here. I'm going to get the ponytail up first. Most videos you find on YouTube are going to tell you to do the ponytail last. I find doing it first and then just adding the tail of the bump into it works out better, especially for littler kids. You're less likely to pull on the bump and flatten it and have to start over. Make sure that. And this is by not any means perfect, but I'm just doing this for the video and I'm going to take it out after. So if it's not perfect, we can adjust it at the end. Ponytail in, pull it up on the top of the head. And now we start working on the bump. You want to take small little sections of your bump . Spray them. And then back comb. I go a little light on the first section because I'm just going to end up smoothing it out to make the bump look smooth at the end. But you just kind of keep teasing. Getting the roots really good because that's what makes it stand up. You're going to get these little pieces that fly away and don't want to cooperate. We will fix those in the end when we smooth them over. You just want to get the majority of the hair teased. standing straight up. One little section at a time. Combing down, getting the roots really good because that's what makes it stand up straight. If it looks like a rat's nest, you're doing it right. Getting the roots really good is the most important because it's what makes it stand up straight and is what's going to give the bump its actual shape. Alright, so I've teased all of my pieces. Now I'm going to smooth out the back. Up a little bit. Flip it all over. Spray the front down again. And this is where we're going to smooth out the top layer. So the top layer will look nice and pretty. The rest of it will look slightly insane. But nobody's going to see that, so it doesn't matter. I've smoothed out the front, and now it looks a little bit better. Can you look that way? Thank you. Getting those little baby pieces in there, and I'll spray it all down at the end. From here, I'm going to make a little ponytail. Can you see this? I'm going to make a little ponytail at the top like this. And I'm just kind of rolling it under. And then I'm going to take a tiny little rubber band. I usually use clear or black. I'm out of black. Blue doesn't matter since we're not going anywhere. And you won't really see it anyway. And you're going to rubber band it off. Like this. You're going to rubber band it off. You're going to pull it together. And then you're just going to kind of take your thumb at the bottom here and roll this down. So when I let go, it stays like that. And this is where the bobby pins come in. You're going to take your bobby pins. You're going to kind of form your bump the way you want it to be, playing with the rubber band, rolling it down, making it look the way that you want it. You're going to take your bobby pin. It's really important that you get it through the rubber band. Can you see the rubber band? You get it through the rubber band and push it in and forward. See how the bobby pin's going right through the rubber band there. bobby pin, do the same thing on the other side. This one's too big. That's a huge one. This one's bigger. Same thing on the other side. Pushing it forward. Like so. You should ideally be able to do this with 2 or 3 bobby pins. Emma has really baby fine hair, so I use a few more just to make sure it's really in place. You're not going to see it. The cheer bow is going to hide it. Just make a mental note of how many you put in there because you want to make sure they all come back out. Up. Got my bump. It's pretty stable in place from here. You can just kind of form it to be the way that you want it to be. Again, this is not going to be perfect because I'm just pulling this out. That was a little spray gel I just used. Emma's got a lot of little baby hairs here. I find the spray gel keeps them from moving. Now from here, turn it to the side. Turn to the side. Sit down and use all that. Thank you. You've got the little tail left over from the bump. You're just going to incorporate it into the ponytail with your bow. Like so. Can you turn it forward? Get your bow to sit the way you want it to. And then pull the ponytail up as high as you can get it. But make sure you don't pull on the tail from the bump, or it will pull it and it'll flatten it. You'll have to start all over. Okay, turn around and look at me for a second. Come over the side, honey. Come over. Once you get your bow in, this is the time to take your hairspray and your bristle brush or your comb, whatever you used. Smooth everything out. Make sure it's sitting the way that you want it. You can manipulate it. You can push the bump forward. If you think it's too big, you could pull it back. Get your ponytail where you want it. And that is how you make a bump.
Yay!
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.